What if you could only sign one of Tremaine Edmunds and Jordan Poyer? I didn't think I would ever say this, but I actually think it's Tremaine Edmunds we need to sign. It's a bit of a crazy thing to say, but Jordan Poyer is going to be 32 entering next season. I don't know how much there is left in the tank for Jordan Poyer. Tremaine Edmunds is entering his prime at 25 years of age. Does this Bills defense need Tremaine Edmunds going forward more than they need Jordan Poyer?
It's an interesting take. I talked about this quite a few weeks ago that I love Jordan Poyer, but he's aging and he's had a lot of injuries. He has been riddled. Like the last two, we've seen progressively the injuries are coming up more often and they're also lingering for a lot longer. And I did talk about that. The question becomes, look, I think this Bills defense without Tremaine Edmunds is not particularly good, but they can win games and they're not horrible. Without Jordan Poyer, this defense is awful. And I should preface that by saying that's also with Micah Hyde out. When Micah Hyde is not playing and Jordan Poyer is not playing, our defense is atrocious. I'm not convinced that we can win without Jordan Poyer and Hyde, but we'll talk specifically about Poyer. I don't know if our defense can win without him. I do think our defense can win without Tremaine Edmunds. However, on the flip side, there's exactly what you said. Tremaine Edmunds, he might not be great. He could be a great linebacker. He's certainly moving in that direction. Only 25. You know you're going to get a lot more of prime Tremaine Edmunds. Like we're talking at least 4 more years. Poyer is already not as good as he once was. He's still a very good player, but he's not as good as he was. So I think the question is, do you want 1 more year of Poyer or do you want 4 more years of Edmunds?
Honestly, I think I'm more comfortable paying Tremaine Edmunds simply for the fact of injury concerns and the amount you're going to have to give to sign either of these guys. It's tough. Like Edmunds, to me, if you can sign him to a deal where he's only getting 3 years guaranteed, I'm pretty comfortable signing him. The thing with Poyer is he's going to ask for a lot of money. This is his last contract. You're taking a risk that you're going to get almost nothing from him. Honestly, he could end up getting hurt next season and you get absolutely nothing and he's done. I don't think I'd be willing to give Poyer that contract. If I'm being totally honest, if he's willing to sign a 2-year deal, then yeah, for sure. But if he's looking for like a 3-4 year deal in the range of 60, maybe 80 million over 15 plus million over 3 years and 30 plus guaranteed, I don't think you can give him that. I think the risk is just too great. Maybe you don't sign either of them. Maybe you find someone outside the organization that you think can play for less money and give you similar value. Like maybe you can find the next Jordan Poyer because we did basically sign him for a very low amount off a team that undervalued him. So maybe you can find the next guy that you can get for cheaper. I don't think I would pay Jordan Poyer $15 million a season.
And I think Poyer would expect that. I do. I think he expects a big contract. He's 32. I think he thinks he can play for 4 more years, so he wants like a $60+ million deal. And I agree. I don't think you can give him that deal. And it's funny. I actually think Tremaine Edmunds would sign for less than Poyer. He knows that he hasn't maybe come into the league and dominated the way he expected. I think other teams like him. There's no question. He gets a lot of media attention, but just look at the stats. His stats do not jump off the page. He does get a lot of tackles, which is what sort of catapulted him into the Pro Bowl, I think, 2 times. Very surprising. He did not deserve to be in the Pro Bowl in either time.